Hello, and thank you for joining me. I would like to go through today, one thing that we have issues with doing in cooking is seasoning our food and making it taste better. And a lot of the food that we eat out there, from takeout or whatever it may be, fast food, it tastes really good. And a lot of the healthy food that we want to take in might not have the exact same flavors. But there is ways to make these foods taste really good so you eat them. I came up with 6 taste buds that we all really enjoy. And I put together some liquid seasonings as well as some dry spice seasonings. I'm gonna go through spicy taste, savory, sweet, sour, salty, and a combination of 2 together. So the first one I want to take you guys through is salty. To make your food taste a little bit more salty and a little bit more moist as well, bone broth is a great alternative. It is not that high in sodium, it adds protein to your meals, and it's great to put on chicken as you're roasting it, pork, whatever you're using, soups, it's a great alternative. Sauteing in a pan, definitely try bone broth. Another one that's a great alternative is amino acids, coconut amino acids. Instead of using soy sauce, this is a great alternative. It's very low in sodium, only 140 milligrams, as opposed to 1100 in regular soy sauce. So this is another great way to season your food. And lastly, of course, is salt. So I really like pink Himalayan sea salt. It adds a really nice flavor to your food. It doesn't have as much sodium as regular salt, and it's not chemically broken down, so there's no added. Next, I'm gonna go through spicy. A lot of people like spicy food. Some people might not. There is ways to make your food really good and spicy by adding some buffalo sauce, making some buffalo chicken, making some buffalo popcorn. This Moore's buffalo sauce is really low in sodium again. Very good to add to make that food very spicy. The other one that's really good and is a staple is Old Bay seasoning. It's a mix of paprika, chili powder, onion, salt, and it comes out really nice on fish and other meats, and you can put it on really anything. Chili powder, just pure chili powder, is great as well to put on anything to make it nice and spicy, and it's very, very low in sodium. And of course, hot sauce, great way to spice up your food. Another favorite taste is sweet. So how do we sweeten our foods? Well, most of the time it's sugar, but we can add little things to foods that aren't exactly sweet. So for an example, barbecue sauce. This one's really low in sugar. You want to definitely look for the sugar content in barbecue sauce and make sure it's low. The other way you can sweeten something without the added extra calories is just vanilla extract. That's a great way to put in smoothies, yogurts, whatever it may be, and no added extra calories. And extracts also come in all different flavors, banana, raspberry. You don't need to just use vanilla. Honey is another great method, another sweetener that doesn't spike your insulin levels. Very good in the glycemic index. Agave, another one good for your margaritas. Another one to sweeten different things. And good old-fashioned simple syrup. It's just another great sweetener that you can do, and you can control it. It's concentrated, so you don't need a ton of this to add in to make it sweeter. All right, some people like their food with that little bit of sourness to it. What great way but to use apple cider vinegar. You can use this in salads. You can use it in salad dressings. You can even use it in different meat dishes. Sometimes you can use this to baste certain things and just make them very soury, but apple cider vinegar is a great way to do that. Another one people use is Worcestershire sauce. That one is a great way to make steaks and different red meats. A little soury in taste, but really good. And another one that I really like is just lime juice, pure lime juice. You can get this one. This is Nellie and Joe's lime juice. It's no preservatives in it. Instead of squeezing a bunch of limes, it's a great way to add that citrusy sour flavor that you may like. Category, I wanted to use some cooking wine. This is Holland House white cooking wine. This will savor your food and add that nice savory, juicy taste that you always like. I put cinnamon in the savory category because it's a spice, it tastes sweet, but it's very savory and rich in nature. When I think of savory, I think of rich. But cinnamon is a great way to put on anything. Oatmeal, you could put it on oatmeal, you could put it in yogurt, you could put it on top of your smoothie. Great thing to use. And I just use good old-fashioned oregano. That is another great savory spice, along with cumin, which is another great savory spice, to spice up your chickens and your dinner. And the last category I want to go through is a mix of everything together. And that is stuff like teriyaki sauce. That can be sweet, it can be savory. This one is great, this organic Wegmans, very low in sodium. Another one, sweet and sour sauce, amazing. I classify balsamic vinegar as sweet, sour, savory, all of the above. Great addition to add to anything. And lastly, there's spices in the market that can even say sweet and smoky, sweet and spicy. There's a combination of all of those in this. You can also make your own spices. You can combine a bunch of different ingredients and make it to what the flavors you want. I highly recommend you buy these mini 8-ounce mason jars. You can put your different seasonings in here, mix them all together, poke holes in the top, and use this as your own seasoning. You can also just buy little glass bottles for liquids and mix a bunch of your liquids together and use it for your own seasoning. I highly recommend that you get some of these items. I will list them below. They are great staples to make all your healthy foods taste really good and enjoyable. And they don't have the added extra sugar, the high fructose corn syrups, the high sodiums that are going to affect your heart in any way. These are good for you. These will help you eat healthier.